Don't know who's out here tonight. Anyway, did a couple things today. Not much. Pretty much kicked back. This time of the night, I don't think much is going to be, if anybody's going to be on here, really. Um, Especially people being on the East Coast, it'd be way too late. There is one person on here. I don't know who it is. Surprised somebody's on here, really. This time of the night, who could it be? I don't know. It's a surprise. Chilly night tonight, though. It's like 35, 35 out at night, or at least outside it's 35. To keep this hat on. My little bald head just gets really freaking cold. Uh, who is out here tonight? I don't know who it is. Guess I'll wait to see who it could be. I don't know. For some reason, my little detector's not working. You guys from the RTR, whoever it is? I don't know. Just checking. No, I don't think it's Kentucky Ranger. Timeless Adventures? I don't know. Not sure. I really don't know. I'm up late. I'll probably be up for another hour. Just play around. I'm probably turn on the stovetop and kind of heat it up before I go to sleep. I'll just get it real toasty warm and turn off the stovetop, and then I'll just go to sleep. And I'll wake up freezing, of course. Or if I have to get up in the middle of the night, I'll be more cold, but hopefully not too bad. So, but yeah. God, I don't know. This is weird how this thing is not working. I could sit there and toy with this all night long. It won't really do anything for me. I really don't know. There can't, like I said, there never will be a big crowd, this time of the night. Um, Not at all. But yeah, I'm gonna rehearse with this band up here. There's a couple bands up here, quite a few actually, but this one band wants to do some. Oh hell, Caesar. Oh, okay, Caesar. That's one who's. I don't know who else is on here. Sang a little karaoke. Not much. I did karaoke. That's about it. Nobody wanted the YouTube on. Not at all. They were up on me this time. They said no. Even the bartender said no no videos tonight. And they didn't even want to take pictures. No pictures in there either. I mean, this is it's funny because I go to rock concerts. Let's say I go to watch a big band, like let's say Cheap Trick. Oh, live? No, I just came on actually. That just came on about like less than 5 minutes ago. So I think I told Ranger I might come on, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't do anything where I was, so I had to just leave there and then get back here. So that's what I did, and then I couldn't even take pictures. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, they were really griping at me over the last time. But oh well, it's what life, such is life. You know what I mean? So Caesar, you're in L.A., right? I think you're in L.A. If I'm not mistaken. There's somebody else on here. I don't know who it is though. Here's somebody coming in the parking lot. The bar is called the Chaparral Bar. Actually, yeah, you're in the L.A. I'd love to make it out to L.A. Actually, that was one of my plans. You know, I don't know. It's just crazy. They don't want you. They hate YouTube. That's what it is. Maybe I don't know. They were pissed off at me just from the last time. That's all. And I'll give it a break. I'll give it a little break. But see, I like to film myself singing karaoke because I like to hear I like to hear myself sing play. I like to hear the playback so I could see what I'm doing wrong. I want to improve my vocals, and that's one way I do it, is by filming myself, and they wouldn't let me do it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I was pissed. I'm about to start looking for another karaoke place. Boy, my memories. Let's see. Let me think. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Not if you could see me. Is there anybody else? Come on, come on, come on. When I'm feeling sick, I can feel the pain. Is there? Tell me where it hurts. There is no pain, there is no receding. A disc upon the horizon. That's kind of like a little bit of Pink Floyd there. I do a lot better with a microphone, honestly. I mean, because I can hear what I'm doing through the PA system. But I'm terrible trying to. I have what do you call it? I can't hear. I've got tone deaf in my ears, and it's the same thing when I try to tune a guitar. I can't tune a guitar unless I've got the app program to do it. I got a mandolin. I tried to tune that thing. I couldn't tune it, and that thing's one of the hardest instruments I think I've ever had to try to tune. I'm gonna have to take that thing up to where up at Jerome, where I'm close to staying. So, but yeah, I'd like to make it out to L.A., Caesar. I'll give you a visit when I head out to L.A. Once I get everything, kicking, once I get everything hooked up, I think I'll head out. I think I'll head out that direction for a little bit. I wanted to go to L.A. I'm down to. What part of L.A. you live? What are you close to? You close to Hollywood? You close to Disneyland? Where would you say you're close to? Central Los Angeles? My brother lives in. He lives over there in California. He lives in what? He lives on the island. What do you call that island out there? That's out there right across from L.A. I forget. I can't remember what you call it. Oh, you're right by Knott's Berry Farm. Not Berry. Okay. Yeah, you're over in what is that? That's is that what do you call that? That's what's the town there? I'm trying to think what the town is right by. You're not that. See, that's not that far from Disneyland either, too. It seems like it's like pretty close to Disneyland, if I can't remember correctly. Anaheim. There we go. And then isn't what's the next town next to Anaheim? It's what the hell's the name of it? Man, I've gone. My memory is really bad. When I had the heart surgery, I lost a lot of my memory, and the heart surgeon told me that would happen. He was correct. I have short-term memory loss, big time. What is that town? It's next to the 92 freeway. I know that. If I'm not mistaken, there. I think if you come off 10, then you branch off 10 and get on it. Is it 52? 52 or 51 to get into Anaheim? I think that's what it is, if I can remember. 57. Yeah, I knew it was 50 something. So yeah, you're coming on 10, you want to get on 57, and that gets you into Anaheim. If you want to go to Disneyland. Now, if you want to go to Santa Monica, you just stay on 10 and you can ride it all the way in. That's also what I remember. Because I know we spent, the last time I went over there, we spent some time in the Anaheim area in hotels, and then we went across town and we went to Santa Monica and we stayed over there. I think, is there a place called the Sovereign off of Washington Street over there in Santa Monica? You know a place I'm talking. It's like an old hotel. It's really old. I think that was the name of that place. I know they shot movies inside that place too, and so I don't know if you probably know quite a bit about that. Do I get lonely? Well, yes and no. If all I gotta do is go into town and go do something. That's why I want to rehearse with a rock band up here, and that'll keep me busy. Um, but yeah, I want to do some Pink. I like singing Pink Floyd, so those are the songs I got to learn to do. I just got to remember the lyrics. That's the biggest thing, you know. I just don't have the unless I get into the actual project, then I don't do it. You know what I mean? But if I get into the project, then it forces me to do it. And then if I'm forced to do something, then I do it. It's funny. That's how it works with me. But that's why I'll pick up a guitar and I'll a lot of times when I wrote songs, I halfway finished it. I was lazy with lyrics. I never wrote them. We had a singer back in the day, way back, and he wrote all the lyrics. And if I wanted to sing a song, I just tell him write me some lyrics, and he'd do it. That's how I just pick up his lyrics. Of course, if you write them yourself, then you remember them better. But yeah, it was a singer we had. He was great, talented guy, man. Played all the instruments, incredible. But his mother was Australian, and she wanted to go back to Australia, and he went with her. And then when he went back there, he 2002 we heard he passed away, and we still to this day we don't even know how he passed away. I'm thinking prescription drugs and alcohol. He drank a lot of alcohol. I'm figuring maybe alcohol poisoning or something, but we'll never know. We'll never find out. I know one person that may know about it, but we don't talk to that person anymore, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, Pink Floyd. There's a couple songs. I told this band, learn two songs, and then I'll learn those two songs. But one of them's "Hey You," and the other one's "Comfort Me Numb." Those are two of my top ones. And then probably the next one would be like, "Do you have any family?" No, I don't. I do, but I don't talk to anybody anymore. They all live up. My oldest brother lives in what what is that island out there in L.A.? Just my brother's got a boat. He takes a boat over there. Um, Man, I'll tell you what it is. My sister had one child, a daughter, and I didn't get along with the family, and we weren't a close family. It's just the way it was. We fought tooth and nail as kids, and my sister's kid died, and I get pissed off at my sister because I wanted to be part of I wanted to attend the funeral, and then she never gave me the funeral information. They left me out, and that really angered me, and I got really angry with the family, threw some words back and forth, and then they stopped talking to me. That's basically what happened, and it's been 12 years since, and there's no repairing it. It's irreversible. They don't want to have nothing to do with nobody really. So what else can I say? I give up. I've tried. I've made every attempt on my end, but it just hasn't panned out. So you know what? I'm just, I hopefully maybe I'll get a dog, or maybe I'll meet somebody. I don't know. I have two brothers and two sisters. Yeah, but like I said, I want to get in a band. I want to get in a rock band. That's what I need to do, and that'll give me I'll get out. I can play clubs, up here. I like to be getting a band in this area because I like this area up here. It's northern Arizona. I like it way better than Phoenix. It's just a lot better. Less people, less crowded. Wouldn't know it by driving around here. The traffic's pretty bad. Coming through. Um, nope, don't talk to any of them. Not a single soul. Haven't for a very long time. It's the way it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I think last time I was in here, I think who was in here? Ranger and Timeless Adventure was in here too. There are two other people in here, but yeah, I'll have to come out to L.A. and give you a visit, man. I'll let you know when I'm coming out. I'll let you know when I'm heading out that direction. It's gonna take me a bit, because I can't drive out there very fast. I'll probably be going like 60 miles an hour all the way in there. Probably take me 8. It could take me 2 days to get there actually. See, dang, they don't know where you are you? Yeah, I'm. They have no clue if I'm alive or dead. And I don't. Be honest with you, I don't think they would even care. If they heard I was dead, I think they'd be happy. They're just not good. They're the opposite of me. See, I'm outdoors person. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing because I always wanted to do this. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. I figured at some point in time, I was hoping I could do it before I died. That was probably the biggest thing for me. It's like, okay, if I die, then what happens? Then, but how would they know? Because I don't think they care. Because my grandmother passed away, and they didn't even care when she died. They didn't care when my aunt passed away either. They didn't care about anything. And it's funny. My grandmother was wealthy. She was a really rich lady, man. She owned. I've been on YouTube for quite some time. I think. See, I was on YouTube as another channel, and I still have it. It's called. You can go check it out if you want. It's. I don't film on it anymore, but I have videos there. But it's called D. I don't know if you got a pen. Would be DMS 1962-65. You can pull that up and you'll pull up. I got some camping. I was really into camping. Again, that was right before, I was always hoping someday I'd buy an RV and I'd just be checking things out, just driving from place to place and that's the way it turned out. My health went south and I had to sell the house and sold that, got rid of that, bought the RV, hit the road for all of last year, and I went through all that. I went through all my income from the house too, and then it overlapped in the Social Security money. I had back pay, and I did a few things with the back pay, and made some improvements with the RV. I did the motor on this thing. That's been done. This RV's really good condition. It's really good shape. The brand new motor, transmission, everything's been done on it. But the only thing I probably want to do to this thing would be put airbags in the rear to lift up the back end. I think that'd be about the only thing. Maybe some better shocks in the front to help the suspension. That would tighten the suspension up on it. That would be a big plus for this thing. And then get that little truck hooked up. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's kind of hard to do. It's quite difficult. Seems like get the hitch, take the toolbox off, and get this thing ready to roll. I think I guess you're two people in one. I guess I can't. Who else is on here? I don't know. Somebody else is on here. I don't know who it is. It says two people. Let's see. Let's see. And you don't talk. No, I guess. So yeah, I'd like to get out. I'll get out to LA. I was gonna try to get over to San Diego too. Right in. Where's Oceanside? Do you know where Oceanside is? I was just curious. Didn't even look it up. Yeah, there's another person there. I just don't know who it is. For some reason, I can't pull it up. Sometimes I can. Let's see. Yeah, I just can't get it to work. San Diego, Oceanside. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, there's a lady named Deborah Joy. And she said she would go on a dinner date with me if I make it out there. So I told her I'd make a big effort to make it out there and take her on a dinner date, and make a YouTube video out of it, and then that would really boost up my channel, would get me more subscribes, because she's got such a big channel. That'd be a big push. But now there's another channel called Adventures with a Stranger. Now they dogged me. I subscribed to them and they wouldn't subscribe to my channel, and I argued with them over it too. And then you know what they did? They blocked me and you know and argued with me over it. I said, hey, I mean the way I look at it, it's tit for tat. I support your channel, you support mine. You know, you know, I don't care if you watch the videos. You don't have to. Let's see. It looks like you're the only. There's two people. Wait, Adventure with a Stranger is no more. They see. I wonder why they split up. They won't say. See, they're very secretive with their channel. It's funny. They're very funny. See, you know what? Here's the thing, and I don't care what Glenn is. I didn't know it. I had no clue that he was gay. Okay, I didn't know that, and then finally it came out, and they thought I knew, and I didn't. I said no. I just first time you guys said it. I didn't even know. Oh, they were having sex and it didn't work out, huh? Is that what it was? I heard he was gay. Is that not true? I know you've been. I know I've seen you in their chat. I can't get in. I'm blocked, so I can't even get. I can get in, but I can't type anything. But I could look into the feed. So I guess the sex didn't work out for him, huh? Candy's a big girl. She's like what, 300 pounds, big girl, as far as I know. Yeah, they sure split up pretty quick. They were gonna go to the RTR. Is where they're heading. They were supposed to come through Phoenix. They never did. I kept asking them, hey, um, yeah, they're like I said, they're secretive. She argued with me over the joining, subscribing to my channel. I said, what's the big deal, Candy? You tell me what the big deal is. How hard is it to click the red button? You don't even have to watch the videos. And she never did. She never watched any of my stuff I had anyway. So she didn't even know what I looked like. I think she finally did at the end because she argued with me, came over to my live stream, and then so I seen her. I didn't see her, but she seen me. But I was when I was snowed in my other camp spot up the road from here. It was like 5 miles up the road. I was snowed in. It's a higher elevation where I came from. It's probably like another 500 feet higher. And that 500 feet makes a big difference because it snows, and that 500 feet, that big difference plays a big factor. That road's like a 5 mile dirt road, and when it ices over, it's a slick sheet of ice. Dangerous to drive on. Believe me, I know. Make them split. It had to have been really bad because she said they left on good terms, but there's no way. There's no good terms. When you break up, they always say they're breaking up on good terms, right? But when it comes down, when push comes to shove, there is no good terms. There is never good terms. When you split from somebody, there's a reason for it. Something happened. Something bad happened. I only wish I could know, but I'll never know. D-Dub might have the inside track on that. No, it's not. There's something really bad happened there. D-Dub is really close to Candy. Now, good thing about this situation is if D-Dub doesn't talk to Glenn, then there's something there. Something happened on his end. So he did something. I know they had a big flood in the rig too. I remember he made a comment that she clogged up the toilet. You can't clog up a black tank toilet. They don't. I mean, you open the flap and it's just gravity. You know what I mean? There's no flush toilet on a black tank. It's just a gravity pull. Uh, the Vlogger Puppets did another thing on Camper Carol. Yeah, never good. Yeah, it's something. All I can say is something bad happened. I guess she's all the way on the East Coast in South Carolina, I think. Either North or South Carolina, who knows? But she's all the way back and I believe he went back to the East Coast too, or maybe he stayed in Texas. Money, that could be, because you know why? It's always about, you're right, you're correct. It's always about, even in a relationship, a broken up relationship is about the money. It's a lack of money. Candy had no job. He was paying for everything for her. I think what it came down to, I think he probably said, you need to get a part-time job or something on the road here. And I don't think she liked that idea. Well, now she has to. She can't live this kind of life. She can't be driving. She has no way to support this kind of life on the road. She can't do it. She's stuck in like in a place with somebody. She's kind of FO'd right now. Me, I'm on Social Security. That you hit the nail right on the head. If you're paying for somebody, you expect to get a little piece of something. Hey, hey, look at it this way. I was in that same bar last week. That same bar, right? This one night, I got two girls in one night. I got laid twice. I took the first girl. She wanted to go back to my RV. I told her we could not do that. She was upset about it. I said, we'll go into the truck. So we went. Yeah, I got more than that. I got everything I could ever dream of with this one girl, but she was tuned up. She had a lot of drinks in her. She was ready to go, man. She was on fire. I told her I wanted to just get to know her, I wanted to, and she goes, no, 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 you're not, let's just go. I go, okay. So I went to the truck. I said, this is going to be tough. Now you're going to have to I got to move stuff in the passenger seat into the driver's seat because you can't hop up and down on my seat on my lap with the steering wheel. So I moved everything to the passenger, and then I set the seat back so she could lean back, and then, man, we just went to town. Probably 10 minutes, 10 minutes easy, probably maybe 15, and then she had to go. She had to leave. She called a taxi, and the taxi was on its way. So I had 15 minutes with her, and I used every 15. I used every second's worth of that. Believe me. I got the I got everything with that girl. She gave. I mean, a hell of an effort. She was 25, 26 years old. Here I was 56. So I had a rubber. So I keep rubbers in the glove box. I always keep a box of rubbers. So, no, I didn't go. I didn't. She's 26. She could get pregnant. So I don't want that. So I don't need that at this point in my life. Not when I'm doing what I'm doing. So I don't want that ruined. A kid would really f things up for me. Oh, I just can't. I just can't picture it. No way. 56 years old, have a kid? No, no, no. That ain't happening. I do everything in my power to make that from. And then it's funny. Then she left, got the taxi. She got out, went and gone. I never seen her since. I met a second girl in there, and I didn't have sex. I made out with her and I played around with her a little bit, but I didn't, put my penis in her or nothing. Well, I don't get an SS. I got SS. I got SSDI. I have I get double the my check's double the amount of what an SSI check is. It's $1,500, but it's 1,500 a month. But they take 135 something out for my medical, which is it's I've got Aetna insurance. I don't get there's no access. It's a straight what do you call it? It's Medicare. It's a straight up Medicare. So that's what I have, and that's $135 a month. And then my prescriptions are probably another 100. Maybe not quite. With the insulin, it makes it an extra 100. But I'm gonna try to find something cheaper that I can use. I'm still working on that. I'm gonna go to the medical center and see if I can find a clinic over there tomorrow. I gotta go to the bank and get another bank card issued to me, and my bank card's not working, so they cut it off. Yeah, I'm diabetic. Yeah, so I eat a lot of protein stuff. I take in I'm finding ways. It's funny. I can make spaghetti now without noodles. Um, Somebody put a recipe in where I can make like a cheese noodle. It's weird, but yeah, I could bake it, cut it in strips, and it becomes part of spaghetti. And it's just you could use it for lasagna too, and it looks just like regular lasagna. Just looks like regular spaghetti too. You put 4 eggs and let's see what else. I'm trying to think what else you put in there. Pasta with no pasta noodles. Yeah, you're making noodles from let's say you put 4 eggs in. And I'm trying to think what else I'd have to look up the recipe. You could look it up on YouTube. It was interesting. But yeah, you make the noodles, you bake it in the oven for like at 350 for like 45 minutes, whatever. Take it out, and then you cut it in strips, put it on the plastic sheet, and then you just cut it in strips, and you can make a lasagna, or you can just turn spaghetti. You could cut probably little thin strips, and it become like regular spaghetti noodles, something like that. I'm trying to think what else they put in that. I don't think it. No, it can't be flour. You definitely don't want flour in there. That would ruin everything. So you got to put something. It's cheese. So you're mixing different mozzarella, parmesan, and the eggs. I think that's what you do. And then you apply that out. You roll it out, and then you bake it. And then when it's finished baking, you let it cool down, and then you cut it into the strips. So that's what you do. And then that becomes the spaghetti noodles, or the noodles for lasagna or some other kind of pasta. Yeah, so yeah, it's pasta with no noodles basically. But it's cheese, so it's all protein, which doesn't raise my blood sugar at all, which is good for it's better for the diabetes, much better. The noodles just kind of screw it all up. Somebody else came in here. I don't know who it is. Let's see, Caesar. I see you in here. There's 3 other people in here. I don't know who they could be. Um, yeah, so no SSI. I'm SSDI, actually. So, let's see. There's 3 people. There's 2 other people besides you. I don't know. I have no clue who they are. I can't even see them. Usually I can, but for some reason I can't. Somehow they're blocking themselves from being seen. Let's see who else. I was talking to somebody that really didn't care for me on YouTube earlier today. He was doing a live chat. Let's see, and the guy, I had no problems with the guy. I've had problems with him in the past. It's funny. He was pretty cool with me. He was doing a live feed. I came on it, and I had some questions for him, and he was all good with me. So he's a tribe member. I guess he was trying to tell me mainly it's the women that had issues with me. A lot of them. And it's over bullshit, too. I told him it's over, shit from the past. And I said, well, they're full of themselves because my friends know everything about me and everything's cool. Yeah, my RV's a mess. I can't even give you a tour. I got so much crap in here. I mean, I got water. I've got tons of water. I got propane. I got jackets. I got a bunch of blankets up. Let's see. Yeah, I'd give you a tour. Let me see. I can just kind of show you a little bit of it. That's about it. Like, I'm trying to see if I can get this to. I like to, that's my upper compartment. You can see I got my guitar. I got 2 guitars up there. I got that's electric acoustic there, and I got another electric guitar. Let's see what else I got. Let's see, I got this little guy right here. See all my. So I piled up everything over here. I got totes, and I'm still going through the totes. I'm putting everything in totes that are going on the outside. Everything in here is going to go on the outside. It's going to go in the pickup truck. What I'm thinking about doing, I'm going to make a rack on the top of the camper shell, and I'm going to put all the totes up on top there. I'm going to free up space in the inside part of the truck, and I'll keep the guitars up there. But yeah, this thing's a unique little thing. It's a mandolin, but it's out of tune. I can't get it to tune up. So, but anyway, I've got my water right there. I got like 6 gallons of water, and that's my kitchen area down there. It's pretty packed. Like I said, I'm going to go through all this area up here. Yeah, I got a bathroom. Basically, you can't even, the door's kind of open. there, but I leave that open so when I turn on the stovetop, I can actually light the stovetop and heat the place up with that. But yeah, the bathroom's back beyond that door. It's pretty packed in there. But there's my microwave there. I got my little lights underneath here. I got LED lights, and then I got fly swatter up there. All my cupboards are pretty packed. Let's see what I got. I got a tote there, Pepsi, propane. Let's see what else I got. I got this little thing here. This little block here. That's how I charge up my phones. I can play. It's got a full charge. I charge this up with the solar during the daylight hours, and then I got that thing will run for It'll run 3 days before it goes dead, and I can run got an AC plug right there. I can plug a laptop in there, play my movies right straight off of there, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm work in progress in here, trying to get all this stuff organized. I sleep on the couch when I'm sitting on right now. I sleep this couch right here. I sleep on right back here in my window. I got two big windows both on each ends, and I leave those closed. But yeah, this is a scissor couch. This actually folds out completely, but I don't fold it out all the way. I just leave it as a regular couch, and I pretty good sleeping on it the way it is. Next month when I get my next Social Security check, I'm gonna get a better sleeping bag. I'm gonna get a 5-degree sleeping bag, and it's cloth. It's by Coleman. It's a square. It's not a mummy bag, so it's extra width. It's a larger size sleeping bag, but yeah, I'm gonna get that. That's like it's gonna go on sale for like $50, so I'll buy that next month, and then I'll have a good sleeping bag, and then I won't fall off the couch or anything. It'll stick, So I'll keep nice and warm in that, and then next month it's gonna start warming up here. So where I'm at, Cottonwood. See what's you're not. See, you're in California. See what's different about where I'm at here. Phoenix is like 92 miles south of here. Phoenix is so it's like an hour and 20-minute drive to get to Phoenix, which is a nothing drive. You just get out to Interstate 17 and move your way across. But yeah, it's not bad at all. And then up here, it's just a little bit colder at night. It gets down to like 30, probably 30, almost freezing. It did snow up here already. Oh, here's somebody that knows something about Cottonwood. Deb, you're an RN? I think you're an RN, pretty sure. But yeah, like I said, I got a whole bunch of, I'm work in progress. I'm still waiting to get the little truck hooked up to this back of this RV. I got a toolbox on the back. Let's see. Retired RN, okay. Deb, I love. Yeah, so you live up in Cottonwood? I don't know if you live up here or not. I don't know where you're located currently. My beard's getting really long. I trim it, but you know what? I'm just gonna let it grow out. It looks. I don't know. I do pretty good with this beard though. Women like beards. I don't know what it is. Ever since I got this beard, I've met 2 or 3 women up here already, and that's just like 2 weeks time. Arkansas. You're retired, okay? Yeah, Cottonwood is great, and I'll tell you the biggest reason I love Cottonwood is because you're so close to everything. Universally located. I mean, you're like at Four Corners up in northern Arizona, because you're within like 15 minutes a drive from Sedona. You're 10 minutes drive to Jerome, which is incredibly cool. That is like one of the coolest places. Okay, you got family in Arizona. All right, I don't know where in Arizona, but I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. That's where I grew up. I still have my childhood friends still, and I speak to them to this day. I am on Facebook, so it's pretty cool. Live in Iowa. Oh, it's cold there. Ooh, I don't think I'd like that. Just, just you know what? Uh, Last week in Cottonwood, I got snowed on at the camp I was at. It was on a big. It was a dirt road, like 3 mile dirt road. I'm gonna say 3 miles because I think that's what it was. Off the frontage road of Highway 260. Cold is right. Oh, I went through 10 below zero for 2 nights, and I ran out of propane. And that was tough. I couldn't cook anything. I had dry top ramen. You know how hard it is to eat dry top ramen when your hands are frozen. My fingertips were like frozen inside here. That's how bad it was. I cook in the RV. Yes, I do. What did I make today? Not much. What did I make? Oh, I made chicken rice with cauliflower. I cut up some cauliflower and I threw that in. I mixed some sesame sauce or sesame oil with that, and I grated up a little bit of ginger root. I put some ginger root in with that, with some butter, and that's what I had. Turned out pretty good actually. Tastes just like a Chinese plate, man. That ginger root's incredibly good, especially when you mix it up with the sesame oil. Those two things coming together just give the rice an added kick, and then I mixed. I'm diabetic, so I mix it up with either cauliflower or broccoli, or both. Both combination of broccoli with the cauliflower and the rice isn't good for me, but with mixing it with the vegetable makes it better. Oh, you got a ProMaster, okay? Um, has no insulation. You know who has a ProMaster out there at Quartzsite? Are you at Quartzsite right now? Is that where you're at? I don't know if you're at Quartzsite currently. Maybe you are. I don't know. Camper Van Kevin, CVK, has a ProMaster. Okay, he has. Oh, of course, his just came home. Oh, you were at the RTR? Did you go out to the RTR? I don't know if you did or not. Kind of leaving Caesar in the dust here. I was just gonna touch base with Caesar. Kevin. Did you meet Kevin? I don't get along with Kevin. You know what? I was a big fan of his channel, and I wanted to meet up with him. I was at the RTR last year. It just didn't work out. He was good friends with Caravan Carolyn. RTR. Let me tell you. Okay, Caesar. The RTR is called the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. That's the name of it. Bob Wells runs it. That's his gig. I met the guy a couple times. But, he told me, he actually showed me where the RTR was last year. I got out there and wasn't sure how to find it. So he drove me right to it. Took me to the music camp, actually. I guess he figured I was a music guy. He was right. I was a music guy. But I didn't have loud stereo at that time. Yeah, that cold will kick your butt. I caught a bad cold. My nose was running really bad when I was stuck in that snow for 5 days, and then I tried to drive out on the second day, which was stupid to do, but I did it because I needed water badly. Somebody stole my water, 2 5-gallon containers. They stole it and the water, but one of the containers I had got froze to a solid block of ice. I mean, I could, if you want to make ice, just leave something set out, and you got your ice. Boom. You can make a tray of ice cubes. Just leave it sit outside and freeze right up. Freeze up in a matter of probably less than a half hour. I'm sure it would. I didn't try it, but I'm thinking about doing it. I mean, my ice chest turned into a block of ice from within the ice and the water. That froze. Heck, all my eggs were frozen solid. I guess That's another project for me tomorrow, is to take everything out of the ice chest and go and just probably throw a lot of that stuff away. I got hot dogs in there that are good. I bought some all beef Hebrew National hot dogs, so I got like 3 packages of those. Maybe a package of hamburger. Got some orange juice in there. That's good. I could turn the orange juice into tequila sunrises. I've got grenadine and I've got Jose Cuervo tequila, which is probably not the best, but certainly will work. My refrigerator is really small. It's not that big, and it broke. Right, it broke right before I took off, and so what I'm going to do with the refrigerator, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to cap off the the propane line. I'm gonna pinch it off, cap it, whatever, and then I'm going to make a bottom shelf, and I'm gonna put my battery bank in there. So it's become a battery bank for my solar. Right now, it's sitting underneath. I got 2 batteries, or 200-hour bank batteries. They are AGM batteries. They are gel sealed. There's no water. You can turn them upside down, sideways. And I just didn't know where else to put the batteries. I do have the spare truck. I'm thinking about doing something with that too, with the batteries. I don't know. Haven't quite figured it out yet. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build my battery bank up to six batteries. You know what? I was gonna go out to the RTR, and what happened was I ended up I needed a hitch for this RV. The one I currently have was welded underneath there, and I had to cut the welds. And I'm looking for the tow package, and I've ordered 3 of them, and all 3 of them were wrong. So the mechanic I have up here, what he did is he took the measurement from the holes underneath the frame, and he took that diameter and he sent it in. And so they're trying to figure out which one actually I'm supposed to have on this thing. They've tried 2 or 3 different ones, and all 3 of them are wrong. There can only be one more, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm thinking I might have to drive down to Phoenix to get it. So I'm hoping not, but they can run a parts runner up here to deliver the damn thing. I already paid for it. It's like $450. So, but it's paid for. I'm trying to get that. That's what's gonna hook. I got a tow dolly, and the truck's gonna ride on the tow dolly, and the tow dolly's gonna go back behind the RV. But the toolbox has to come off first, and the new tow package has to mount underneath, so I can get the proper 2-inch ball, and then put that tow dolly on there, and then then back the truck in onto the ramp or the dolly, and then wire it. And then I've got the magnet lights for it to go on the hood. So for the brake lights, and so that's the next stage for getting that thing the little truck hooked up to this. But I bought the little truck. It's a 1994 Toyota SR5. I picked it up for $2,500, and then I had to redo the transmission in it. So it made the price about like $4,000 for the vehicle. But the vehicle is perfect condition now. Everything's been done to it. The previous owner put all the money into it. All the thing I put into it was the transmission rebuild, and it needs a adjustment. So I'm gonna take it back down to Phoenix and have it worked on again. So yeah, I got no. I got a tow dolly, but a tow dolly is a trailer technically. It's a ramp on it, and what you do, you've probably seen them at like U-Haul. You could either pull the vehicle up from the front tires, or you could roll it up from the rear tires. In my case, it'd be rear because I have rear drive, and you'd hurt the transmission if you let it roll in neutral, because you'd have to disconnect your drive line train. Otherwise, you're not. It's affecting the gears and stuff in the tranny. So the best way, like I said, to do that is to back the vehicle up and leave the front tires run spin freely, and that's how you do that. Um, I've talked to people at the transmission shop, and that's how they told me to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just got to get that tow package for it, and get this other one off. If I didn't have my disability, I got arthritis in my shoulders, and I just don't have the strength to be able to break the bolts and stuff. So that's why I got the mechanic to do that. He lives up here. He's done all the work on my RV. He's the guy I really trust. He's done some other work for me up here, so and he's a good mechanic. I know he's a good mechanic, and he's done a lot of good stuff for my vehicle. So everything's worked good so far. So what do you do? Let's see. So what do you live in? I live in the RV. It's a little small quarters, but I do it. I've been doing it for a whole year now. A year and almost a year and a month. 11 or no 13 months. I've been living out of this thing. So tight quarters, but as soon as I get the truck or little truck organized with the totes and everything, I'll get everything out of this thing, and it'll be all nice and clear, and I can walk around in here properly and have room in the shower. And I take Navy showers, but I have a membership at what's the name of the place? Planet Fitness. A whole year. You know what? I like it. I like it better when before I had my house. I lived in Scottsdale. I had a house in Scottsdale, Arizona for. Okay, I bought the house when I was 19 years old. I just graduated high school, and I got a job. I got trained to work a trade. I was doing process engineering, and I was making like no, I got an RV and one truck. I got a tow dolly, the truck, and the RV. That's all I got, and but that's what I have currently. But I think what I was trying to get to is that yeah, I didn't get along with my mother very well. So okay, yeah, I didn't get along with my mother, so I drank a little bit. I wasn't an alcoholic, but I drank a little bit, and my mother didn't like my drinking. So she thought it'd be better if I get my own place. So I did. I actually got an apartment first, and then after the apartment, I had a 6-month lease in the apartment. And then my boss I was working for, he told me, he goes, "Hey, you get paid some pretty damn good money doing this, and you're going to make a lot more money as you get to learn this trade." And I did. And so I ended up making like $80,000 a year doing this job. But at the beginning, I was making like 10, $12 an hour, and went up to 15 really quick. I was making 15 like after a few months. So that was good money. I was working 12-hour shifts, 3 and 4. So I work a 3-day week and then a 4-day week. I would split it off. That was really cool. I liked those hours because it gave me like 4 days off one week. So I could, I never had to take vacation time off, and I had plenty of money to do what I wanted to do. Back in those days, I had a tent, and I tent camped, and I loved it, man. It was great. And I thought, one day, man, I'd love to get an RV. I'd love to just live this life. I really would. I thought about it, and a day finally came. My health wasn't any good anymore, and I got laid off. And after like 20, 30, what's it, 30, like 33 years working solid with this company. The house in Scottsdale was a great investment. Know why? Because I was 19 years old. Let me tell you, I bought that. It was a track house, but it was like in around custom homes that had acre lots all around, and it was up in North Scottsdale. I'll tell you where it was. It was at Pima Road and Bell, Pima and Bell. They laid me off because I couldn't. My hands. I got arthritis and neuropathy in my feet and hands, and I couldn't. I couldn't feel the buttons. I had to push buttons really quick on the machine to pull parts. Pull the. So basically, I had to pull the injection mold apart to pull parts out of the mold. So I would have to. So basically, I was using one arm, one hand, pulling everything, all the time, and and then it just, over all the years, it wore my shoulder out. It took a toll on me, and um, I was slow. My boss said you need to produce better. You need to make your 2 boxes behind every day. So I said 2 boxes. I argued with him because I thought at the most maybe a half a box. I would admit that I was a little bit slower, but it wasn't all me. It was his equipment. His equipment was old, and we end up. I worked the night shift. Half the time it seemed like at least 15 minutes every hour messing with the machine, trying to get the parts to run or whatever. For some reason, there was something I was messing with constantly. The night shift just didn't work well for me. It just didn't go right. Me and another guy were working the night shift. We had a third guy we brought in through a temp agency. It just didn't work out, and so the other engineer and myself, we both got canned. The other one got canned before I did. I lasted about 2 weeks longer than he did. I guess he did well where he went. And me, on the other hand, when I got laid off. What I did, um, I went I went and got on unemployment the next following day, and got my benefits going. I got a food card, so yeah, I kind of went on a little bit of a welfare thing, and I did that. That helped out. I wasn't a big burden on a lot of people because I had a food card, and I had the unemployment check, which was only, how much was it? I got the maximum amount, so I think the amount was $960 a month. That was before taxes. I didn't take any taxes out. I just kept the 960 because I wanted to make all that extra money. And but the house I had to get back to that subject, I bought that house when I was 19, right out of high school, because I was making the money to afford it. But anyway, the mortgage payment on the house was $325 a month. The house was $65,000 in Scottsdale in 81. 1982, I bought that house. I paid the house off in 22 years. It took me 22 years, but 22 years later, with all the problems I had, with all the things that went wrong, I was able to pay that house off. Somehow I pulled it off. Don't ask me how I did it, but I couldn't party. I couldn't go out with my friends. I couldn't go out to bars. I was tight. My money was tight, you know. It just seems it was that way. It was just expensive. The summertime, my electric bills were high. They were like $400 for electric bill, and then the mortgage three. Yeah, it chewed up your money. And then I had the car payment too, so that was another thing. So I had a brand new car, Firebird, Trans Am, basically back in the day. Back in the day, that's what I had. Nice car, sports car. I had some nice cars. Had some trucks too. I traded the sports cars for trucks, and that worked out good for me because I was camping all the time. So the truck idea was a better idea. Yeah. So you want to? They laid me off because I was too slow, guy. My health went south, and then okay, then I went and saw doctors, and then that was the next big thing. I was of shortness of breath. I didn't smoke cigarettes either. And what happened was I had heart problems, and then I come to realize that I needed heart surgery. They went and had me checked, and all my veins were blocked up in my heart artery on one side. So I met with a not plastic surgeon, with a heart surgeon. First, I got with a cardiologist, and he got me to a heart surgeon. And then I met with the heart surgeon, and he told me I needed to have the triple bypass. So that's all within 1 week. They told me this all like on Monday. Wednesday, I was meeting the surgeon Wednesday. Friday morning at 5 a.m. in the morning, I was at the hospital to get surgery done. It was that quick, and I was on the chopping block. That's scary, knowing that you got 20% chance you can die in the surgery. Yeah, that house, like I said, you know what let me tell you what I sold that house last year. You know what I sold the house for? It was a great investment. I'll tell you why, because I ended up selling that house for $377,000 from 65. So I did good on that house. So yeah, things worked out pretty good for me there. And yeah, it got me put in good position to do what I'm doing now. Next year I'll go out to the RTR for sure. I'll do it. I'll get out there next year. I made some friends at the last year's RTR. I was out. I camped amongst the tribe guys, tribe members, whatever. I camped along those guys, along the side of those guys, I should say. Though I didn't really make great friends with those people. Um, let's see what must be. Oh, the surgery was scary going into it. It really was, because I thought the biggest scary thing is I didn't talk to any of my family members. Caesar, I remember that too. So I had nobody supporting me going into the surgery. I needed that surgery very. Matter of fact, the surgeon thought he was surprised I'm still alive. He couldn't believe I was still walking around, breathing. I was having problems that last week. Um, I couldn't even sleep in my bedroom. I slept out in the living room because I was sleeping on the couch. I was gasping for air. Sometimes I had to get up and walk around because I was losing air. I could feel my heart thumping. There was an offbeat with my heart. It was not beating right, and it was skipping. That's the best way to put it. It's like a skipping transmission for your car. The heart was doing the same thing. Scary. Turns out I had like three mini mini uh, heart attacks. I had some small heart attacks. And yeah, and then I had a couple. I had three strokes too, three mini strokes as well. Didn't even know that until I had an MRI done on me, and they did a MRI in my head, on my brain, and because I fell on the back of my head, and so they had me check for problems with that, and they come to show that yeah, I had three little mini strokes, and so that was a problem too. So, but yeah, all that added up, to problems. But I'm doing okay right now. I got a bunch of medications I'm on, and I take metoprolol, which is for my heart. I take lisinopril for my high blood pressure. Yeah, I got to drop some weight. I did get down to 200, and then I went right back up to 245. So I got 40. I need to drop more than that. I need to drop. What I need to do is actually go on a keto diet, which I really don't like to do too much, but I'll do it for a little while. But I'm just gonna go on a protein diet. Okay, my A1C. I needed to have that retested, but the last time I did test the A1C, I wasn't doing too well with that. I was like, what was I? 7.9, just under 8, which is not good. I did get that down to like 7.4 at one point. But yeah, I got to work on the cholesterol was a big issue. I got a lot of different cholesterol medications I'm on too. So I just need to stick with my medications. I just got to grind it out. Keep making medications in a bag right next to me, and just every morning, just you know, take that medication. So I always make sure I take my heart medication and my blood pressure, because those are key things for me. But I need to take the other ones. I take the gabapentin too. You're probably familiar with that, being a nurse. That's because my nerves are shot. I've got better than mine. 8.7. Yeah, I'm better. I'm like 8 point. I think I'm the last time I think they checked me, but here's the problem. The last time they checked, I didn't get a what's the term they put here? Oh, I didn't. When you go, what you do is you don't eat for 8 hours. What do you call that? I didn't do that prior to the test, so I could have. I think my score could have been less than what it was. I think it was higher than what it should have. It shouldn't have been as high as it was, due to the fact that I didn't test myself. Um, I didn't do the. I didn't sit out and didn't. I mean, in other words, I needed to stop eating for like 8 hours, or whatever. Fasting. I didn't fast. Okay, that's the problem. If I was fasting, I think my score would have been lower than that 8.2 or 8.1, whatever it was. That's the highest I got it up to, was like 8.1 or 2. But yeah, I can do better with the A1C, no doubt about that. Those are big things for me to work on. I really got to grind it out, you know. Um, Otherwise, I won't be sticking around here too much longer. I don't want to say that, but I need to. You know, really tough. Like Caesar was pointing out, you need. He goes, "Isn't it lonely when you're by yourself out there?" It is kind of lonely, actually. I'm not gonna say it isn't. I thought so. The fasting don't matter. Okay, I thought maybe it did, but if it doesn't, then let's see. What was that? What's that? This is. Yeah, the heart. Like so, when I had the heart surgery, it's a funny thing. It's funny how I recovered from that. I didn't like I didn't like the after the surgery thing. I didn't like that because I went into what is it called? The what's the intensive I went where they what do you call it? You're a nurse, so I'm not remembering things right now. They put you they put you in a I'm trying to think here what to call that. It's where they intensive care, ICU. Okay, they put okay. That's okay. I couldn't remember. So yeah, I did that too. I didn't finish it, but I went into the ICU for like 3 days, and then I came out of the ICU, and then they put me in like a regular room, floor, whatever. I couldn't walk. I mean, I could walk with a walker as long as they assisted with me, So I did that to kind of build my. I had to do that because I had all that crap inside me right from the surgery, and I was, if I didn't do that, then I would catch pneumonia. So it's important that I had to keep walking, and push all that stuff out, and then you had to hold that the pillow because every time you coughed, it hurt like hell. Because they sewed up your chest. They really sewed that up pretty good, and then and that wasn't healed up, so you couldn't take a shower. They had a sponge bath you. So, and then you can't go to the bathroom either, so you got the nurses got to take care of you for that too. That's embarrassing as hell. I didn't like that. I want somehow, some way. I pulled out the cords one time because I really just didn't want the nurses to, whatever. I pissed off a lot of doctors and stuff doing that. But I yanked the cord out of my throat. Yeah, it was a feeding tube that went in down inside me, and they had to call another crew to come in there and reset that thing up, and they had to bring a computer system in there to be able to feed that tube down. They had to be able to see that tube. That sucked, shoving that tube down your throat. Now that I was sorry I did that. I angered myself, and then when I came out of the surgery, they got that breathing tube in there. They can't take that out until they know you can breathe on your own. So when they came out of surgery, they had to pull that tube out. I remember that because I remember going over it with the RN, and I go, "Who's the one that's going to be pulling that tube out?" So I wanted to touch base with her, so because I said, "Man, I gag really bad, so you're going to have to." She kept trying to yank it out and shoving it back, yanking it out, shoving it in. I go, "Man, just shove it." I couldn't even talk, but I said, "Yank it out." I was really pissed. I wanted that tube out so bad, So I just kind of choked it out and just made sure, just keep pulling. I don't care if it hurts my throat, just yank it out. So yeah, finally the nurse had got that damn thing out, and I was so happy when that tube was out. Oh my god. But yeah, that was probably the hardest part was that tube, I think, with the whole situation and not being able to walk for a while, and then but the funny thing about the whole situation, at the end of the third week, I was out of the hospital and I was walking. Not very good, but I was walking, and I actually drove on the fourth week, which they told me not to do because my chest was not healed up. Let's just say I got in an accident and that broke open. That would have been bad thing for me. But those are just the things I had to go through with the heart surgery. But I'll tell you, it was something. Cardiac rehab, and the thing is, I could probably go back and do that again? Okay, fasting is for the blood sugar. Okay. Yeah, so I need to go back and do the heart rehab again. Not again, but I didn't quite finish it. But I got the bicycle. I can just do some more walk. The problem with my walking is I had what I did is I got ulcers on my feet, diabetic ulcers, and then they had to make new shoes for me, and the shoes are very expensive, and I can't afford them right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But somehow I'm gonna have to do something with that. Maybe that's just the whole process. When I was on Access, it was simple because everything came out of the system's pocket. But then and I could have had those shoes. I basically I ordered those shoes 4 months ago, and Access should have been able to pay for that, right? And what they did, they didn't pay anything. What they did, they waited till I went on the Medicare, and so now I have to pay out of my pocket to get those shoes. So I forget what it is, but it sucks. But that's what they do. But that's what happened. But as you can see, the heart surgery turned out okay. It was all good. I think I had the heart surgery in 2016. It was during the summer months. I can't remember. I think it might have been in July. Um, cardiac rehab. I don't know. So what about the cardiac rehab? Like I said, I never got to finish it, but I got through 3/4 of it. But it did help out quite a bit. But I had some pretty cool nurses helping out with that. Um, that was up in Phoenix. It was over at it's called Scottsdale Brazo Center, Medical Center, which is at 40th Street and Bell Road. So basically, that used to be the Paradise Valley Hospital. So I did the cardiac rehab there, and my diabetes kept jumping. The score would go from anything from really low to high. It was just bouncing all around, and they were really concerned about that. But it finally just kind of evened out, and so I'm more high than I am low. I don't ever go low usually. Usually around 200, which is really high, 250. I need to keep that down to like 150 or less. But I'm thinking maybe more on the lines of getting a pump put in. Um, I think that might be a better situation for me, but it's hard to say. See, what's a really good A1C score? You being a nurse. Let's see here. One pair of shoes per year. That sounds about right. And they make a special insole for your feet. They put my foot on a like a scale type thing, and it scaled my foot. Right? There's like a digital scale, and then that's how they make your insoles for your feet. Back in the old days, they made a cast. They put my foot into a little casting thing. I set my foot in there, and I take my foot out, and they made the insole from that. But now they do it way different. It's all digital now. It's different. So it all works out that way. But yeah. But yeah, as for living in the RV, it's people. Some people are. How do you do it? How does it work? It's like it's just different for each person. It works. You get an RV, you make it work. You make it fit for you. You just have to get on the road. And you just got to do it. Me, here's how I do it. I find a place. I don't. Some people just travel, 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 travel. Me, I find a good place to stay for hopefully for a while. That way I don't have to keep moving. I don't have to keep moving the RV, so it doesn't cost me a lot of gas money. So that's one thing I do. The little truck is a big plus because now that gets good gas mileage. It gets like 25, 26. Uh, that's a class. It's a class C. It's a Winnebago Class C. It's a 21-foot mini. It's called a Mini Winnie 300. Is the actual name of it. the RV I have. But it's real small. It's only 21 foot, and I wanted it to be like that because it's easier to get into places. You could park in tighter spots. And when you're traveling, you can go down some dirt roads that other RVs can't make. Let's say you got a 36, 40 footer. You got a little dip in the roadway. Guess what? You're going to bottom out on that on the back of your RV, and you might take out your plumbing too. So you got to be careful with all that. So my thing is short. So what I want to do is get some airbags in the rear, so I can raise up the back end. That way, I will not bottom out in some of those tight spots. So yeah, so that was the goal for me. I mean, I thought all this out. I researched everything before I got into it. I thought about it for, I don't know, for about a year. I thought about it. I was watching the videos and the people that were already out doing it. And but see, I kind of had an idea. I knew what it was going to be like because I knew I've already done tent camping. I'm an outdoors person, so I knew it would work for me. It's just, you just had to get the vehicle first and know how the vehicle will work in your situation. This Class C has a 30-gallon water tank. And 30-gallon water tank. Okay, when I first went out, I didn't know how long things were going to last, okay? I just had to, okay, I wrote down a date. Okay, started here, filled up the water here. I marked everything down. And so I kept the tabs on how much water I use each month, or for the month, I should say. And I found that the black tank, I'd have to dump that thing on the third week, about the beginning of the third week, or maybe at the tail end of the second week, at the tail end of the very end of the second week. But usually right at the first of the third week, I would dump the black tank. That's usually how it works. But you could do a little better than that if you wanted to. If you got into a dry situation, you got a shovel, get extra trash bags, cat litter, and you could do that. You can just stick a trash bag in the toilet, so you're not going, in the black tank, and then you can get a bucket and put some cleaner and stuff in there, deodorizer, and shove all that thing in there. And then when you fill that up, you just take that to a dumpster and dump it. You do that. BLM land for 6 months passes cheap. Fee and court set. Yeah, you're right. It's 180 for. But I'll tell you what I did. I bypassed that, and here's what I did. When I left the RTR last year, right after the RTR, I went to Ehrenberg, which is right on the Colorado River there. And what I did is I'd go back and forth. I'd do my laundry in Blythe, California. And then I was staying at the river, or I didn't get along with those people the whole time. There's some people I didn't get along with. So what I did is I went by the truck stop, the truck stop, and I went east of the truck stop, straight on that frontage road, and then I followed it to the right, and I camped back there, like, I don't know, like 2-3 miles into there. And so yeah, I did that, and that worked out pretty good. And then after about a month, I went to Parker, Arizona, and I decided to go to Parker, and I stayed in the Blue Water Casino parking lot for free. They had water down at the boat ramp. I would fill up my freshwater tank right there, clean my RV with that garden hose, and I had a brush to kind of help clean it up. I had soap, and I just kind of applied some soapy water and clean it real good. So I did that. Let me think what else I did. Yeah, so I spent 2 months there, but I had to come back to Phoenix because I had my court hearing for my disability case. So I came back and I did the court hearing, and that was April 23rd. And I was awarded, or I was disabled, when was it? July 16th, I was awarded, or the judge had awarded me being disabled. So from July, I got my first, not unemployment, my first disability check, in October 3rd was my first check. So that's when that started. So that was so October, November, December. So 3 months I've got disability checks. So some people, I mean, I had some guy mad at me up in Cottonwood, going off on me because I'm taking his taxpayer dollars. I said, you know what? I was fully invested. I worked 33 years full time, and it worked out. It worked out for me. I was lucky as hell. I ran out of, I came close to being low on cash at sometimes, but this month I was low on cash because I ended up investing in a ton of money in the propane, trying to prepare for a snowstorm that never came. So that hurt. But hey, at least I got extra propane, and I got an extra line, and I'm gonna add a. I looked at YouTube and I figured out like there's a T-fitting I can get with 2 hoses with a kit, and I'm gonna hook that up underneath the RV, so I'll have 2 additional lines for propane on this thing, which will really help, be a big plus. And I can attach my barbecuer to it as well. So barbecuers, I got a really nice barbecuer I got for free at the RTR last year. Actually, somebody gave up this Weber, and it's a solid big barbecuer. It works great. It's probably the best barbecuer I've ever owned in my life. But yeah, you can cook pizzas in there. You could put a pizza brick inside the thing and let that heat up, warm it up, preheat the thing, and put the pizza in there. You can make homemade pizza. It turns out great. And you can cook a turkey and cook roasts right inside the thing too. You just get a roasting pan, and it just like works like clockwork orange. Why am I up? Good question. I couldn't sleep. I had hard. I don't know. I just could not sleep tonight for whatever reason. Most of the time, I just, I sleep in. I wake up at like 10:30 in the morning. Right now, where am I at? I'm actually in a Mexican restaurant parking lot up here in Cottonwood. And yeah, so I don't really know the owner on a personal note, but I've eaten in his restaurant, and I broke down here last summer, and he told me that yeah, go ahead and stay in my parking lot. So it's good with me. I don't mind it. You're not hurting anything. You're quiet. You're to yourself, and don't worry. So so that's what I did. I came back this winter right after I was booted out of the BOM land over by Thousand Trails, and the 8 cops came in there, and they were law enforcement cops from the National Forest Service, and they came in and they pulled up right next to me, and they just, I was packing up, and they said, you need to be out of here today. If you're not out of here by today, if we talk to you tomorrow, it's gonna be a different conversation. I said, nah, not a problem. I'm gonna be gone. And then I came right to this Mexican restaurant, told the owner, hey, I'm back here again. He said, no problem. Stay as long as you want. No problem. So he just make sure you park in the back and as far over as you can get it. And that's what I did. So the only difference is I got the little truck now. So now I leave the RV park situated, and then I just drive the little truck around for supplies and whatever I need. Whether I go to Walmart Walmart's the main grocery store up here. So I think there's a Safeway and there's a Food City too up here in Cottonwood. But Cottonwood's a great town. You got Jerome, like I said, Jerome and Sedona. Everything's right here, man. Everything's close. 10 minutes, I'm up in Jerome. It's incredible. And people see that and they're like, how'd you get up there that quick? I mean, because it's that close. Yeah, the owner's cool. Yeah, he was very nice to do that. They do karaoke here one night a week. It's on Saturdays, and I didn't even know they did. I was kind of dozing off I had a dinner here, and I dozed off in my booth, and yeah, the area is beautiful, man. You just, oh, it's incredible. The scenery. You just look north, and you're looking at Sedona, Red Rocks, and then you're looking at Jerome on the other end, and it's all snowed in. You can see all the white capped mountains right over there up by Jerome. It's all capped up with white. It looks beautiful. And when it snowed up here, it was incredible too. I did a video on it. You could actually go into my videos. You could see You know, I had Destination Open Road. I was listening to them. It's funny, I didn't turn them off, and my video was going. You know, so you could hear them in the background, and at the same time, walking around, you could see all the snow all over the ground, and it was man, it was tough. I roughed it out, and I got hit. You know, go driving on the ice. A guy slid into me. It was his fault, and he hurt my arm in the accident, and so I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna have to call a lawyer on this. I guess that'd be a better way to do it. Is there jobs looking for work? What do you know? Let's see. Is there jobs looking for work? What do you know about gate guarding? I don't know anything about that. I don't know. You know, I just have my disability. I don't even think about anything. You know, other than I just got my disability, and I just take care of myself and do what I can do just on my own. I thought about getting a little dog, you know, but I'm not quite prepared for the little getting a little dog right at the moment. Maybe I don't know, maybe like a Queensland Heeler, or I don't know. I'll take a look at some dogs though. I don't know. I haven't checked up here yet. I know where there's a place. I know where the place is. I just haven't checked it out. Okay, but yeah. But the area, like I said, one lady, she knows this area. It's incredible. It is an incredible area. I don't even want to leave the area. I mean, the temperature, there's not that much difference between Phoenix and here, really, other than like maybe a few degrees. Probably 10 degrees difference in the low, and probably like 3 or 4 for the high temperature. Phoenix probably running. What was their temperature today? I'm trying to think what it was. I checked it earlier. They're like, I think it was like 61 in Phoenix today for the high. And up here is like 54, 50, 55 degrees, something like that. So not much difference. It's just it'll go down like 35, 36 here for the low, and then Phoenix will go down to like I think they go down to I didn't check, but I'm gonna say they would go down into the low 40s and the high 30s, maybe like 38, 39, between 38 and 45 degrees usually on average in the morning for Phoenix. Just depends. But like I said, I grew up in Phoenix all those years. I didn't really notice. Yeah, there could be some mornings it would get brutally cold. Desert gets cold. A winter storm is going to hit LA County today. There's a possibility it could snow up here, if a good storm comes through here. What's a town just west of Sedona? Can't think. Let's see, west of Sedona. Let me think. What is west of Sedona? I'm trying to think what's west of Sedona. Sedona is off of Interstate 17. What's west of Sedona is, Flagstaff's north of Sedona. West of Sedona, I'm going to say Prescott. Prescott is west of east, not west. What's east of Sedona? Let me think. Okay, Cornville. Cornville is east of Sedona. Okay. I think Cornville is like wait, no, I take that back. Cornville is just before you get to Sedona. I'm trying to think what the hell is after Sedona. You know what's after Sedona? I'm gonna say is Winslow. That's what I'm gonna say. No, I'm still wrong. I have to look at the map. I mean, I swear, I'm trying to think of everything up here because okay, I'm in Cottonwood. If you go north, well, actually, let me think here. If you go east, you get to Cornville. And then if you go north, you get to Flagstaff. Flagstaff is north of here by 43 miles, something like that. I think if you go the one direction, I think it said 45 miles. Less than an hour's drive for sure to Flag. Not that I want to go to Flagstaff. It snows up there all the time. Let's see, east and south. East. and south. Let's see, east. See, once you get to Sedona, I've never gone past Sedona. That's the thing. I've never ventured out past Sedona. So I've gone to Sedona, but I've never ventured out like south or north of, or I. I'm just trying to think of all the areas. If I know that there's Prescott is west. Let me think. Man, I really seriously would have to look at a map. I don't know. The only towns I know is Sedona, Cornville. Okay, yeah, take a look because I don't know. I really, I'm guessing it'd be Winslow, but I'm probably wrong on that. Yeah, let's check it out. It's worth it. It's worth looking into. Let's see what else we got here. I said Caesar probably had to go to sleep. Okay, winter storm's gonna hit LA. LA, you know what happens in LA? Not much. Winter storm, they get a little bit of tiny rain. That's about all they get. They don't get any snow or anything. Where I'm at, I can get snow or rain. You never know. Just don't know. If it gets cold enough, it'll snow. Like that one storm came in, and the snow level was at 5,000 feet, and here I'm sitting at 3,300, and it snows here. I mean, that was kind of weird. It's 3,300, but it's snowing. But the snow level is supposed to be 5,000 feet level. But that's what happened. One good storm, and it was in the wrong place, the wrong time. But it was a great camp spot, 1,000 trails. But then the Forest Service came in and closed it down. I told them, I said, hey, you know what? You guys are government. Why are you working? You're supposed to be closed. And they said, we're law enforcement. We work all the time. They're packing their guns, and I seen their guns and everything. That was enough for me. Camp Verde. Okay, Camp Verde. That would be correct. Another cool place, which is just north of Phoenix, it's called Arco Sante. You ever heard of that? That's a structure you could, I wouldn't mind getting a room there or something for the night, checking that place out. It's got kitchenettes in it, and it's about 20 miles north of Black Canyon City. And I think that'd be kind of cool, right this time of the year. Not for the summer, but, this time of year, I don't think it'd be so. If I wanted to just go and hang out for a couple days I go fishing all the time. Well, not all the time, but I used to go fishing all the time. I have a buddy that's going to come up here next month. He's going to have his money rounded up, and he's going to drive my old vehicle that he bought from me, and he's going to come up here. He's been working on it. So he's going to come up here and camp out with me, join me for a bit, probably a month. He'll stay up here for a month. He wants to travel a little bit with me. So it'll be kind of cool. I'll have a travel companion, so it'll be all right. He'll have his vehicle. He'll sleep in his own vehicle, and yeah, it'll be all right. I'll just tell him to come camp in this parking lot, and if he needs to use the restroom, he can just go to Circle K or whatever. Just drive over to Circle K and use the restroom. It's not a big deal. Circle K stays open, but the Maverick stays open too. I think all night. But some of the places close down. But yeah, fishing license in Phoenix or Maricopa. Actually, all of Arizona would be $37. That includes everything. That's fishing canals, little urban lakes, the big lakes. I'll tell you, there's a lake there's not really a lake. It's a pond. It's called Dead Horse State Park, and the Verde River's right down there. So yeah, you could fish in the Verde River very easily up here. It's pretty cool. And then Dead Horse has got trout, and it's got big bass, largemouth bass, and regular bass, and I'm trying to think, bluegill, maybe one other type of fish in there, I think. But yeah, I'd like to go fishing in that lake. It's not really a lake, like I said. It's a pond because you can walk all the way around it. So that's something I would like. I'll probably do. I'll get some tackle. Get a little small tackle box and get some trout stuff to fish for trout. Get my fishing license. do all that next month. Right when I get paid on the 3rd, I'll just go to Walmart and get all the stuff I need. That'd be cool. Colorado River, tons of places on the Cali side. I went. Let me think here. I camped on the Colorado River on the California side, just north of I-10. And I'm talking, there's a park right there, to be honest with you. And then there's a station there, the little secure station. It's a station, the drive-through station, the inspection station. So you go through there, and then you come back around on the other side, and you connect with the river over there. There's like the main drag in Blythe, and you just take that main drag and follow it through in there. And I camped back in there. What's weird about that? I found something very strange in there. I seen there were like 3 or 4 RVs that were broken down. They looked to be just sitting there, and they had satanic signs all over the vehicles, and it's really scary. I camped over there, and I was concerned. But I'm by myself, and I'd seen all this satanic stuff written all over, and I didn't like that. A scary thing for me. After that one day, I had to go into Blythe to go to a tire shop. It was called Alex Tires in Blythe. So I went, had some work done on my tires, new valve stems put in, whatever. And then I ended up getting all brand new tires all the way around on the RV. Probably the next following week later. Yeah, satanic stuff. Yeah, that's scary. I didn't like seeing that. Long term, let me think. Something long term. You might find something long term there. Okay, I went off. I froze up there for a bit, and I'm resuming the live feed, so still on. Yeah, that was pretty scary stuff. Seeing that satanic stuff, that bothered me. Let's see, Devin. I just drove north to I-40 and saw all the place sitting in the desert. Let's see, I-40. By Winslow? Not Winslow. I'm thinking Williams, Arizona. There's the Bearsville. There's a Bearsville place out there. Let me tell you something else that's in Cottonwood that I want to check out, which is it's called the Out of Africa Zoo. You head out towards 260, like you're going to Phoenix, and it's off to your south side of the road, 260, and you go in there and you can go to the zoo. I want to check out the zoo. I'll do a YouTube video when I get out there. It'll be next month. It'll be on the 3rd, probably the 4th, either the 3rd or 4th. Right when I get paid, I'll make sure I just make it the first thing I do is go to that zoo, and I'll film it YouTube. Let's see, I'll do a YouTube thing on that. But let's see, I just drove north to I-40 and saw. You could go Interstate 17, take it right in the flag, and go to 40, and then you can go either east or west. But it could snow pretty badly all along that highway. Guess they made some improvements to the highway. Yeah, so it's not too bad. But Blythe, California was interesting. They had Albertsons and they had a Smart and Final. Those are 2 grocery stores they had in there. Just those 2, and they were almost across the street from one another, right off the main drag. And then you got some tire places. Alex is the last place. And then they got the building to the north side of the street, which used to be a Kmart. And that, of course, that shut down a long time ago. But it shut down about a year ago, actually. And what else did I do? And then I went, checked out the pawn shop in there, picked up a radio, a little portable radio I can play. Just to have a little portable radio. Had a little iPhone connection for it. Like an iPod type thing. But now they don't sell them anymore. But I used to have one. But it was all good. It was pretty cool. But yeah, it's all right. This living is it's different for some people. It's just not for them. There's a gal at that last camp, and it wasn't for her, man. She was in a Class A. The motor was out on it, and she had the thing dropped off there, towed into that spot. One thing I didn't like about her was that she bothered me to charge up her phones every day. I said, you know, you need to take care of you need to find a way to take care of yourself, girl, because you got to be responsible for yourself. And then, I had solar, so that's what worked for me. I had electricity for the solar, so I always keep things. You just got to remember to plug everything in when that sun comes out, and then everything will be charged up within a couple hours, and just leave it on there for a few, and you're good for the rest of the day, every day, as long as you keep plugging the thing in every day. But I want to add to the solar a little bit, just a little bit more battery bank. I only got 2 batteries, so. But trying to think. The RTR, I checked out some videos. I'm trying to get subscribes. I want to get more people subscribing to my channel. I don't have. You know what? Last year I had a different channel which was the same, but I had almost 200 subscribers to it, and then I switched off to another channel called. The name of the other channel was called. Let me think. I had 2 other channels. RV American Traveler. That's me too, and I do some different things on that one. I I wanted to do some ghost investigations too. That was something I wanted to do, and I've done some stuff on a small scale, but nothing major. But I want to. I got camera gear to do it. I've got a couple GoPros. I bought some good camera gear. I got some tripods I picked up, and I just got to utilize them and learn how to use the stuff. And I got to learn how to edit too. That's the other thing. The biggest problem with me is editing. If I learn how to use the edit software, I think I'll do pretty good. I bought a drone, which it's down in Phoenix. I got to learn how to fly that thing too. So I could pick up some good scenery with that once I learn how to fly it. But I don't want to get fancy with that. Basically, I just want to go straight up in the air and just get some aerial footage. Basically, just keep it where I can put it in follow me mode and put GPS coordinates on there so that it'll land within a couple feet of the GPS coordinates and do that. In other words, if I hit home, it'll if once it has a GPS set up, then I could send it up straight up, maybe 150 feet up in the air, and then I can hit the home and it'll come right straight down. Or if I walk out, it'll follow me and then it'll follow me back, and I hit the home button, it'll land right back to where it started from, within a couple feet. I think that's realistically. I'm thinking realistically on that. I'm hoping that's true, but uh, this drone has all the features on it. So let's see. Just trying to see. Oh, I'm missing what people are saying here. Let's see. Go check out Bounce, Issa Parker. It was weird. Let's see. Okay, Caesar. I'll catch you later. Hey, I'm gonna make it into LA. I'll give you a visit when I get in there. I'll let you know when I'm gonna go to LA though. I'll give you a holler before I do it. But I will be making it into LA, and I think I want to check out the redwoods too. That's the main thing. Go up to San Francisco. That was one of the plans for doing a West Coast thing this time around. I just thought I'd be at the RTR. Would have made it easier to do that, but I'm kind of doing things a little backwards. But that's okay. I'll stay in this area for as long as I can, and I'll head the other direction. I'll just come back this direction. It's when it warms up, you got to come back this direction anyway, because it's just too hot down in those areas. Can't really stay in LA. It's just too much. It's too much in LA. It's just impossible for doing RV stuff almost. Bounce and then go. Let's see. Then go south for remote camping. Bounce. I've never heard of bounce. How do you? I'm trying to pronounce that. Boos. Boos. Is that Boose? Is that the right proper way to say that? Boose. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Hey, what's that town we were trying to look up? You know the town east or west of or east of Sedona. What is that town? Do we ever find that out? Or I'll probably have to pull up a map on it. Check it out. Not really sure. Let's see. Then go for remote camping. Camp Verde. Okay, Camp Verde. Okay, I get. Yeah, yeah. That Camp Verde. That's just over the Interstate 17. You know. Um, it's funny. Growing up in Phoenix, I did a lot of camping. I just did a camping to a place called Seven Springs. Seven Springs is gorgeous. It's just north of Scottsdale by 20 miles. You're basically 18 miles north of Carefree Highway off of Cave Creek Road. You're actually heading east to Bartlett Lake when you're doing that. Bartlett Lake's pretty cool. Cool camping in the wintertime. Gets chilly off that water though. But summertime, treacherous. Okay, the women's RTR. This past year it was? The women's RTR? I don't know how that women's RTR went. I haven't heard haven't heard anything on it. I've heard a lot of complaints about it actually from various people that went to it to check it out just to see. Yeah, the new. I guess a lot of people are camping in the old RTR area. That's I went there. I stayed in the music section last year at the RTR, the old area, and we did karaoke one night, I think, out there, and Bob Wells came out and shut it down. I guess this year things are different. They're in that old area; they can be as loud as they want. You know what I mean? They're not in the actual real RTR area, which is to be really quiet, and you really got to be got to play with the rules. Don't fart around. Make sure you follow the rules in there. But the old spot, you can do whatever you want. You can be. I hear they're playing music that you could hear for miles. That was where I was going, but got the flu. So I took a flu shot. I always take a flu shot every year. Um, let's see. You were trying to go in the old RTR area. What was last year's RTR? Boy, there's like 4,500 people packed in there last year. People were packed in like sardines. Pneumatic Fanatic was out there last year. I camped right by him. I was camped right across from him actually. He had all kinds of ladies picking up on him. Man, he had one girl after another picking up on him. Let's see, that's where I was going. But I got the look. Yes, okay. Yeah, Nomadic Fanatic. Oh man, he was the flute. He was the guy out there, man. Every woman wanted him really bad. Well, he made a lot of money, a lot of money in his pocket. So why not? That's how it works. I met a few ladies here actually, in this town. One was a lot older than me though. She was like 68 years old. She thought I was older because of the white beard, and then I told her I was 56. Kind of stunned her a little bit. She goes, "Oh my God, my son's not much younger than you are." And she didn't like that, so she didn't want to get involved with me. I danced with her, that's all I did. Went to a place called the 1012 Lounge in Cottonwood, or actually in Clarkdale, excuse me. That's the way I am. I'm all about just making a friend. But it's hard to tell a lady that you just want to be friends. And maybe that's all they want. But when it comes down to it, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't even like to get involved. Like I said, I'm just all about friends. Just being I like hanging out with people. I got a lady friend that I went to grade school with. I grew up with, and I told her, "Come on up here, man. Let's go have one beer and eat a burger up here, up in Jerome. It'd be kind of cool." And she liked that idea. I go, "Nothing, no pressure. We're just like two buddies. It's like me joining my buddy, and we're going out to get something to eat, and just enjoy one another's company, have a conversation, and call it a day. That's all I do. That's all. I've never been married. I've never had any kids. So I met one lady that I really would have married, really would have, on a dime. But she was trying to get divorced and never could get the divorce. And I told her just call me later, but she didn't want to do that. She goes, nope, the relationship's over. Me too. I like to hang out. That's it. Yeah, I just like to hang out. Jerome, great place. Great place to hang out. Go to the zoo. The zoo's right up the road here. Go check out the wildlife zoo. What better thing to do? Oh, what a great video that'll make for YouTube. Let me tell you, I got some ideas for that. I want to copy. The beard kind of spoils it, but I got a woman's wig with. It's actually I'm trying to imitate Caravan Carolyn, but it's gonna be like I'm gonna say, "Oh, what happened to my? Oh, I grew a beard. How could this be? Something like that." And I've got her little stuffed animal, Parker, and they're not real dogs. They're just stuffed animals. And I've got a cat. She lost her cat kitten. Now, I actually helped her try to find her cat kitten back when she was in Blythe last season. So. Yeah, hubby is retiring soon. Okay, you're married. That's cool. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get subscribes, and I'm trying to build this channel. It's been hard. I've seen people go from 25 subscribes all the way to 2,000 subscribes within a month, and I'm like, how did they do it? I haven't been able to do that, But there's a woman named Vanessa. She's Destination Storm. She did that. But she also paid for Camo Dave's hotel room for Disneyland. Now I don't know what those two did when they were out there. I have no clue. They could have had sex for all I know. I don't even know. I'm guessing, but she took care of him. They did a lot of drinking too. A lot of the the sauce going down the throat. So who knows what could have happened with those two? But Camo Dave, I'm not a big fan of. He covered me last year a little bit. Covered my channel. He didn't really help my channel that much. He tried. I guess he made an attempt, but he said I don't know. He just didn't want to help my channel. But no big deal. It'd be nice to get 1,000 subscribes, and then I can get people to donate money. It'd be nice to get a few extra bucks for gas, food. You know, my medical supplies and stuff like that. So would be nice, but if I can get the 1,000 subscribes, I've only got right now on this channel. I think it's got 80 even, maybe 81. So it's got a long ways to go. But I got RV American Traveler. That's channel's got over 100, and then the other channel RV Davy had 194 or 5 people. So altogether, if you add all that up, all my subscribes would come out to like 400 or something like that. But if you add it all up, but it's not really what it is. It's the content. It's all now. Yeah, content. I've seen people not. There's a guy named called the Blue Van Dan. This guy does, according to me. I mean, I watch his videos. They're terrible. They're terrible videos, but he's got more subscribers than. It's weird. He talks for like a minute and doesn't say much, and he goes later, and then he gets a zillion views. Just because he hangs out with Caravan Carolyn, I guess. I guess if I hung out with her too, I guess I'd have a lot of support too. But she don't like me, and I don't like her. We don't like each other, so I'm gonna imitate her. I've already got the wig. I got the sunglasses. I'll do it. I imitated Deborah Joy, and people liked that video. They laughed. I had some women say they laughed their freaking ass off and lost their stomach while laughing. So I thought I'd like to do something like that. I like to make people laugh. So I think I got to go back but this video can't be live. It's got to be done. It's got to be a separate edit. This got to be an edited video. I got to put some music into it. The stuffed animals. It's all. I got to make like a little script for it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some time with this one. I've been thinking about it for a while, how I was gonna do this video, but I think I got the idea of what I'm gonna do. But I think I can maybe pull it off soon. But I got some things I got to do ahead of that before I do this next video. So, but I got to get back into making real videos like I used to, and I haven't done that in a while. Um, but yeah, I lost a lot of videos. I did some interviewing, some interview. Me and another guy used to do like interview type things, like a talk show type thing, like Jimmy Kimmel, and we did some funny stuff. Turned out pretty good. But boy, the one guy I knew, his name was Gary Seiler. Boy, was he good at doing a video like that. Yeah, we did really well out at Parker parking lot. Yeah, we had a good time out there in Parker. Used to go the Wednesday nights for senior nights. I'd go in there and have a steak dinner with salad. It's a good time. Good buffets on Saturdays and Sundays there at the casino. I thought about getting a room. I'm comped for some rooms there. If I do get out there, I spent $3,000 in 1 month out there, but it was their money. I actually won off of their money, but it doesn't look that way. It looks like I won off of my money, but it was actually theirs. So yeah. So yeah, yeah, it's been a long haul. 1 year out. It's amazing. It's amazing. A whole year later, here I am. And now I'm out at Cottonwood, Arizona. I was here last summer, and I'm here in the winter. Just the opposite. And the Mexican restaurant owner up here is all cool with it, so that's even better. So, but yeah, it's been nice talking to you, Deb. Um, it's good. Your husband will be retiring shortly, so you two could probably get out. Maybe. What do you guys got, an RV that you guys travel in? I'm gonna I'm gonna sue I gotta sue. What is that? Oh, send it for okay. Somebody sent a friend request for Facebook. Okay, that's Bad Sport Vulture. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Let's see. I don't know if he's at the RTR or not. Maybe he is. I'm not sure about that. Maybe he is, but yeah, I was talking to the what's it called? They're called Adventures with a Stranger, Candy, and she had a falling out with me because she got really angry with me. ProMaster. That's a nice van. Very nice van. You could make that into a nice RV, man. You could really turn that into a pretty cool camper van. Kevin should turn his into a nice thing, into a nice off-road vehicle, I guess. I guess he thought he was tearing up his other RV and he was pulling a second vehicle behind it. It was just too much for him, I guess. But he had more space, I think, in his RV, but he just didn't like it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, he just, yeah, and somebody worked on his solar and they messed up his wiring and stuff. And the guy that did the work really he had a mouth on him. He's mouthy. And he had some bad things to say about me. And I said, "Oh, you're a young guy. I mean, I don't say nothing bad about you, or but if you want to say that I'm saying something behind your back, I'm not. And I respect all the people out there. I really do. It's the way I am. I don't make a big deal about it. But the tribe members, some of them are a little bit different. They're young. They're younger. They're early 20s, mid 20s. They're living here. They are living a retired life at 25. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. It's amazing they can do what they do. I wish I could have done that when I was 25. You know what I mean? Really do wish I could have done that. Let's see. Okay, Bad Sport Vulture 2. I will friend you on Facebook for sure. Yeah, I'm on there on Facebook. So I got all my high school buddies on there. You know, that I went to high school with. Some ladies too, and there's some of them aren't around anymore. Some passed away. It's pretty sad. We were talking about a lady that passed away years and years ago, back right out just outside of high school. It was just a really sad situation. She was riding a ATV or whatever, and she flipped over. A truck hit her, or she fell off of it, and then a truck ran her over. And it was the other guy's fault, but I guess they found cocaine in her system, so the insurance wouldn't cover any of it. So it was a all loss for her, and she left a 1-year-old kid behind. So that was a bad deal there. Very sad deal. But it's too bad. I talked to all of my old high school people. You know. No, I did meet out Dave Ellison, but it's been a while. My friend's gonna do something musically with the guy. So he's a singer in a couple bands. Like he's got like 3 bands he's in, and I want to join. I want to do a music project up here and do Pink Floyd stuff. So I told the band up here. I said, "You guys do 2 songs. Get those 2 songs down, and then I will learn those 2 songs, and you can call me up on stage, and I'll sing just those 2 songs, starting off, and then maybe it'll work into something more. You know, I'd rather do that than try to say I'm going to do a whole set list and become their main singer. Let's just do 2 songs and see where that takes us, and then we'll go from there." That's what I told the band. I said, "They're young people. They're younger. I guess they're about my age, but." They kind of, they liked they heard me sing karaoke, Pink Floyd, and they liked it. They go, "Man, we'd love to have somebody sing Pink Floyd like that." And I go, "I could do it. You guys want to do it? I'll do it. Let's just take 2 songs and let's just work on 2. Let me rehearse with you guys, and then call me up on stage, and I'll do those 2 songs, and who knows what'll happen." But I played in some bands in Phoenix years and years ago. I played with John, the guy that was standing next to Dave Megadeth, or Dave Ellison. I've done some stuff with him too, years and years ago. We used to sing karaoke too. Yeah, so let's see. You should check out my Jackson 5-string bass guitar. Oh yeah, it's signed by Megadeth. That's cool. Man, you should send that to my friend John. He'd like to see that. You know who? Let me tell you another band I'm friends with. The band's called Saint Madness. Okay, yeah, okay, Debbie. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, take care. I'll catch you out there. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching me too. I appreciate that. I like I appreciate everybody. I respect everybody's input and everything. So, but yeah, as for let me think. What we were talking about, Dave. We were talking about Megadeth here. I was gonna sing some Megadeth last night actually, and like people didn't have it in their karaoke, so I couldn't do it. But let's see. I'll have to check that out. But check out a band called Saint Madness. Check them out, and check out the song Arizona. I like that song. But they do a lot of cool stuff. I have their actual permission to use their music in all my videos if I want, which is cool. Yeah, got all their permission. So they got some cool metal music too. I can't wait to do it, to be able to make some videos, and because a lot of the metal stuff really fits from what I do, And then of course, there's I like to do some Western stuff, dig up some Western music and some Spanish, and kind of incorporate with the desert. But up here it's different. It's a different scenery. You got 4 seasons up here. So it's right now it's cold. It stays chilly. Phoenix gets warm, even in the wintertime. Phoenix, you wouldn't be surprised me if, when I was living down in Phoenix, there were a lot of days it'd be 75, 80 degrees in the wintertime. That's just the way it is. February would be seriously 80 degrees in February. January, 75 last year. But this year, a lot colder. For some reason, it's a lot colder this year. So, but it's all cool, you know. Let's see. 48 hours. I think I spoke to you not too long ago, and I lost track of you. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish I had a lot more subscribes compared to what I wish I could get like what some of these other people. I wish I could get 1,000 subscribes and actually, but that's why people don't have much respect for my channel so much is because I have so little subscribes. That's why I guess. People like Dave, Camel Dave won't respect me and stuff like that. Saint Manus, yeah, check but yeah, so st.madness. I guess they don't do it like that. They put the st. I put the st in there and then say and then madness and then check them out. Yeah, they got quite a few quite a few songs on YouTube in there. They're incredible band. I met those guys. I got some pictures. You go into my Facebook stuff, you can see pictures of me with them. Uh, I seen them at the Tempe Tavern. I was trying to see those guys live for the longest time, and I just couldn't get out to them. Let's see. Can you do Johnny Cash? I love Folsom. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that song. You play the bass? I would love to join up with you and do something. Yeah, I'm all game for that. Where are you located right now? I don't know where you're at currently. I like Megadeth. I like that band. Dave, I have total respect for Dave Ellison. He's a great bass player. I met him. He's very professional too. I mean, he treats everything just like you're going to a real. If you say you're going to play with him, it's like going to a real job. You're not. There's no partying. There's none of that. It's just straight up. You're working on a song. You're gonna do that song, and he's gonna have everything outlined for you, and you're gonna get it done quickly, and you're gonna get it done right because that's just how he is. He's extremely professional, no doubt about it. Great guy too. He lives in Scottsdale. Lives up in North Scottsdale. So, how cold is it outside where you're at? I think the last time I checked, I believe it was 38 degrees, something like that. I believe it'll probably go down to like 36 overnight here, maybe 35 at the most. But last week it was worse than that. It was down to I experienced 10 below zero 2 days in a row out here. 10 below. Never in my life have I ever experienced anything like that. That was a test. That was a mental test. You had to really be strong to handle that. That was like, they say cold's brutal, and it is. It really is. Just like being in Phoenix when it's 115 degrees out and trying to take that heat like that. Let's say it's, when it's monsoon season and you're going to get that hot temperature plus humidity. That's the mental test, boy. It puts you on the edge of your seat. It really does. It's just a test to see how tough you can handle something like that. The cold it's no different than the cold or the heat. Both differences. So you play the bass, okay. I can play some guitar. I need to get back on, playing the guitar more and get my fingers moving again. It's been a while. I mainly sing though. That's what I've been doing. Oh, you're in Cave Creek? You should come up here. Come up and sing karaoke. Um, yeah, come camp in the parking lot where I'm at. Be cool. We'll sing karaoke. They do karaoke Saturday, and then they did karaoke tonight, but I didn't do it tonight, and I just didn't feel like singing tonight. Since I sang last night, I just didn't feel like doing it. I got to take some time to do some laundry tomorrow. I'm gonna get my laundry all done, and I'm gonna hit the Planet Fitness tomorrow. They got one up here, and I'm gonna take a good shower. Probably take an hour long hot shower up here. Got my gym bag and stuff. I'm gonna clean up tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna get all my clothes washed and got a new pair of pants and get my shirts all washed and That way I'm thinking, I'll go up to Jerome or something and grab a burger up there. And um, there's nothing really going on Monday, but next weekend I think I'll hit that place up and I'll go to the Spirit Room. I'll check out a band. I'll check out some band up there and just kind of like get a view of what's going on up there up in Jerome musically. But down here, I kind of have an idea what's going on down here though. This is a cool area, no doubt about it. Great camping area. There's a free dump station for my RV, which is right down the street. I'm at the Mexican restaurant where I'm staying. It's called what's the name of this place? It's called Cavalera. It's right next to O'Reilly Auto Parts. And if you go right straight up the road, you come up to a street called Cove, and then you take a left on Cove, and then that's where Galpin RV is, and that's the way you would go to get up to Mingus Mountain, Or if you keep going, yeah, if you keep taking that road, you're gonna come across like 3 or 4 of those circular roundabouts. You come up almost. You're gonna go all the way to almost to the mountain. You'll see some like mining type equipment off to the right, and you're almost coming up to the mountain. So as soon as you get up to there, you'll be that final turn where you'll just go do the complete circular around that turn, and you'll make a left on that circular, and then you just keep going up that road, and that gets you up into Jerome. It only takes 5 minutes to get up to Jerome once you're up on that road. So it's like 5 minutes total, about 20, probably about 15 minutes total time to get up there from where I'm at, because I'm so close to that, so close to that turnoff. So I'm taking like 3 or 4 miles off from where I was. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, Jerome, man, oh, what a hangout place. Oh my God, it's haunted up there. It's like, oh, I just can't explain how cool it is. It's colder up there, but you gotta bundle up when you go up there. It's gonna be about 5 degrees cooler. Yeah, sit in front. Okay. Oh, yesterday. What was it? What was the name under? Just so I know. I sent you a photo of my guitar. Um, I don't know if I saw that. I'll take a. I'll make sure I take a look at that because I only had one friend request. It was a gal. It was a girl requesting, and I had to check her age to make sure she was old enough. She was born in like 1982 or 3 or something like that. So I had to make sure she was at least 20 something years old. Um, but I'm not. It's not like I'm not gonna try to go out with a gal. I'll just be just strictly friendship on only. But usually these people want to join because I'll tell you why. Because I'm friends with a lot of musicians, and they see that. They see the picture of my friend John with Dave Ellison, and they think that to them that's pretty cool, and it is cool. You know, I hang around a lot of professional musicians, and I'm good friends with them, and I've sang with John karaoke. I've sang up on stage with him before. He's a good singer. He can sing higher notes than I can. Um, he's a better singer because he's professional. I could hold my own, but he's pretty damn good. I'm not a big fan of his voice singing wise. With his, it's a little off, different style. A lot of people like it, but for me, I like the Pink, Dave Gilmour type singing. That's the kind of stuff I like. I like different things. But it's all right though. John's a good musician. He plays bass. He plays guitar too. He's probably about the same level guitar player as I am. But we both are able to write tunes and songs, and we've both written before. I wrote a song that's on as a Christian song called "I Know I Hear Your Voice." That was signed to a record label actually. That song made some pretty good money. It was made the top 100 Christian charts on a national level. It was at 97 on the Billboard charts, and I wrote that tune. I wrote the melody of that song. My friend said he wrote the melody, and I said he's not even a singer. I go, you can't even sing. Now, how can you claim that you wrote the melody? He said, I did. I go, you sing it. You prove it to me. I mean, if I go back, if I could prove from other people that I came up with that melody and you did not. So, yeah, I kind of fought with him over it, but does I sound like James Morrison from the Doors for? Oh, you got his voice. Brian Richards. Oh, okay. You know what? I tried to friend you. Okay, now I remember. I couldn't get it to go. I couldn't get it to work. It was not giving me the acknowledgement to friend you, and I couldn't for the life of me. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't doing it. But I did try to friend you on that. Let's see if you can reset that up. I'll try to reset that, and then I'll go back in there and I'll try to do it again. Let's redo that. Try to make it so. For some reason, it wasn't highlighting. I don't know. Has anybody else had problems friending you? Go click on. I guess you have clicked on me, huh? You've clicked on my first and last name. Let's see here. See, you sound. That's cool. You sound like okay, you redid it. Okay, I'll go back in there after we're done. And I close the feed, and I'll go back in there and I'll go try to friend that. I'll try it again. If I have problems, I'll let you know. But yeah, I tried to do that. It sucks. I hate when that does. I mean, I've had other people do the same thing. Other people say the same thing. And I've tried to friend them and I couldn't. I said, you guys got to reset something. I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, not a problem. No, that's cool. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could come up here. Come up here and hang out. I got another friend that's gonna come up here, and I got a guitar player that plays in a band in Phoenix called what the hell's the project? Angel Black is the project. It's the band name, Angel Black, and the singer is John Kaysen, the guy you saw. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's really weird. That guitar shouldn't have come down. I've had, I swear it. I've had some ghost things happen in here because things fall that shouldn't fall. It's weird. Don't ask me. It's just the way it is. I've got experience with hunting ghosts and stuff like that, and crazy things happen to me when I'm even, look in. I'll tell you, the best time for ghosts is about 2 o'clock to 5. Actually, 2 to 4. Excuse me, 2 to 4. That's a big active ghost period, and I think I'm not sure what time it is, but I would say it's the witching hour for ghosts. Okay, so yeah, you'd sing like Jim Morrison. See, I sing like more like David Gilmour, So that's a way different style, but that's the kind of stuff I do. People like to hear the Pink Floyd stuff. I do it in the karaoke, and I told the rock band up here, I said, if you guys could learn a couple of those tunes, and I'll learn them, and you guys could call me up. I'll rehearse these songs with you guys, and we can play them up here somewhere. Just bring me in for a couple songs and see how it goes. And if it works, shoe fits, and maybe I could turn into your singer. I don't know. I'll give it a shot at least. If it don't work out, it don't work out. I mean, a lot of bands I've tried to work out before, it just hasn't worked out. Even with my friends, I used to be able to play with my friends. I can't. It just doesn't work out anymore. Just can't do it. There's just no rhythm there anymore. There's just nothing left in the bucket to do anything with these guys. I said, hate to say it, we're good for camping. We're good for being friends. We just can't do the music anymore. It's just not there. There's just no. Don't have a word for it, but we just don't have it. Either you got it or you don't. We just don't have it. So I said, not a big deal. Not worried about it. Not concerned about it. Let's just do a little project here and there and have some fun and or we go out and do what we normally do, go out and grab some food, or but forget the music. It's just not going to happen. But I wouldn't worry about it. I'll just stick with it what I'm doing. I keep my throat tuned up with karaoke, and just get used to singing songs I like, the style songs I like to sing. I love the Doors. Yeah, yeah, the Doors. As a matter of fact, this band that's up here is playing a couple Doors tunes. Actually, they played Love Me Two Time, and what was the other one? I'm trying to think. A big song by the Doors, "L.A. Woman." Yeah, Jim Morrison. Yeah, yeah. He was a big motivator for us as growing up in high school. When I was growing up, big time. I always liked Pink Floyd. I was a big fan of Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd was a band for me. Really did things for me. You like my YouTube channel? So a lot of people don't, but it's funny. It's a hit and miss for a lot of people. I don't. I'm not getting a lot of subscribes on it, so I don't know what else to do with it. I just do what I do. But yeah, I have fun with it. It's a hobby, and I don't get paid for it, and I never will make money with it. It'd be nice if I could get 1,000 subscribes and people could donate, $10, $10 here, $10 there. But let's say I can go in for a couple hours, make a couple $100. That'd be a highlight for me. And I'm a music person too. I'm very musical, so that's always been a big part of my channel. Filming bands, that was always the first thing. I'm gonna try to do some of my camping videos when I was younger. I'm gonna get my computer out. I'm gonna film that with my cell phone for YouTube, and I'm gonna show that stuff. It's gonna be kind of cool. I'll kind of it'll show some of my roots growing up in Arizona in the desert. So I'll do that, and that'll be cool. So yeah, it's chilly in here tonight right now. I would normally be sleeping right now, but I couldn't get to sleep. So yeah, some people say I'm not sure. I was talking to some of the tribe members at the RTR. Some people are real funny about certain channels. How they deal with the channels. It's a YouTube channel misspells. iPhone is scratchy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what you write here. Let's see, my iPhone misspelled scratch that. Okay, my YouTube channel misspells. Yeah, my typing program, it's my screen. It messes up what I type sometimes, and I accidentally send it across and it don't look good. When somebody wants to read it, they're like wondering what I'm trying to say. I said, well, I don't know what else to say. I tried to type it in there. It just didn't. It kind of messed up there, but that's the way it is. But yeah, yeah. I don't think I've seen you on. I don't know if do you check out the RTR videos. Have you checked out those? I like a channel called Destination Open Road. They're a pretty cool channel. They're really like a husband wife team, and they're about my age. They're very very professional. They're very down to earth, good people, and they're cool people. They're a cool channel to watch. They're real caring and they're sincere, and it really shows in their videos that they care. They care about their fans, people that like their channel, and I like all that. It's a good thing for them. Very good, and I like those guys. They met me on the road last year, and I got to camp out with them a few places. It was kind of cool to be around. I followed them for a little bit while they came through Phoenix. Actually, I don't know if they're going to come into Phoenix this year. I was trying to find out what their travel plans were. They might go back up the Pacific Northwest. I don't know. They went to the East Coast. I have no aspiration to go to the East Coast. I just don't. Um, some people like to travel all over the place. Me, it's just I just like to find a good place I like and hang. And Arizona's a good place to do it. Arizona is just a great place altogether. Let's face it, is a badass place for YouTube camping. It is. Cottonwood's great too, but they closed one of the major campgrounds up here. Closed it all down on the 7th. I got bombarded by 8 cops up here, and they kicked us out. I was leaving anyway. I was already packing up, ready to go. I didn't want to be in there any longer than as much as they wanted me out. I wanted out too. I'd been here for 3 weeks, and I didn't want to stay any longer. So, and plus, I didn't like the area because it was all dirt and mud, and snowed quite a bit in there, and I was afraid it was going to snow some more. So I just wanted to get the hell out of there. So that's what I did. Got the heck out of Dodge, and I enjoy being in the asphalt parking lot, and I'm close to Walmart. I'm close to Big Five. I'm right next door to Big Five. So sporting goods, I got everything right next door to me. Just walk right over. It's right next to the parking lot I'm at. Yeah, and I got a bicycle too. I need to pump up my tires and put some tube liners in it and get the bike going so I can ride the bike around. Get some exercise. It'd be better for me because I got problems with my feet. So the bike is a good solution for that. So, but it's all good. It's all cool. And I don't know regards to what who did I speak to live feed today. I spoke to the Mobile Traveler. Yeah, he's a guy I camped in their group last year or last season, I should say, at the California Arizona border, and I didn't get along with the guy's wife. It's just, I'll just face it. She didn't like. I filmed a couple YouTube videos, and they didn't approve of it. Which, whatever, it is what it is. And yeah, I didn't mean to to mess with the guys. Didn't mean to mess with them, but you know, and I camped in. I don't know. They just a couple of them just didn't like me. Well, nothing I could do to. You can't just change things like that. It is what it is, and it's nothing else. But yeah, just a lot of those people, they just didn't like me. But whatever. I do my own thing. I'm by myself. I do everything on my own. So if I when I do my videos, it's just me. It's just all me. But I do some funny things too, and I want to do. I'm gonna go to the zoo up here, and it'd be kind of cool if you came up here. I could collaborate with you on a video, like we go up to the zoo or something. Do a two person collaboration between your channel and mine. Have you ever been on Camo Dave's channel? Did he ever cover your videos by chance? I'm wondering. He covered quite a few of mine, but he hasn't done anything with me for like a year. It's been a long time. The tribe members. Well, if you go to the RTR, a lot of those people that are out there are tribe members. And the reason why is because Bob Wells he is the tribe. He's the center of attention of the tribe group, and so they all like to call themselves the tribe members. And that's what they don't like my channel, and Dave Camel Dave came out to say, don't go out there, Davy, don't do it. They don't want you out there. And I said, you know what? I could care less what they want or what you want. If you're the one telling me not to go out there, I'll tell you what, I will want to. It's just like you tell your kid did not do something. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do it anyway. Same thing with me. You tell me not to do it, I'm gonna do it. But financially, I just couldn't pull it off because I didn't have the truck hooked up to the RV. So I was paralyzed. I'm stuck here. So until I get everything situated, I just got to stay here. Plus, I'm broke. I got to wait till I get paid. So when I walk, I feel stinging through my feet. My other doctor said that is nerve damage. I have the same thing. It's called neuropathy. It says I have high sugar levels. He says sugar diet, so I'm scared of that. Here's what happens when you have really high sugar. Um, what happens is you gotta be careful with the feet because diabetic nerve condition can give yourself. You could put it this way: I had ulcers. I had ulcers on both my right and left foot, and I had open sores, and it took 3.5 months to heal, and that's due to high blood sugar level. And what happens with high sugar is you get so you get basically you can't heal your feet can't heal like I can't even say it, I'm so tired, but your feet can't heal up properly, and what it is you have I'm trying to think of the word for it, I can't even say it, but the high sugar levels causes that condition, and you have to keep that you got to get that sugar under control, and that's the toughest part. Me, I need to take insulin to control the my blood sugar levels. So that's where I'm at with that. I've never been on I've never been on anybody else's channel. Well, you can join my channel. Could do a live feed, or we could do a collaboration video between two channels, and like say go to the zoo or something, or go up to Jerome. You could film up in Jerome or something. Come up here and hang out, and go up and hang out in Jerome and do some video footage up there. That'd be a collaboration between your channel and they'll give your channel some recognition. A lot of people know who I am. The tribe members certainly. I'm kind of popular in a bad way and a good way too at the same time. But a lot of people don't like me, and a lot of people know. They know my channel because I was out camping amongst all those big groups of people, and I was at the RTR last year, so that's why they're familiar with me. They're some of the biggest name people are familiar with this channel. So when they say RV Davy, it's me. They some people are like I've heard of him. A lot of people have heard of me, but they've never actually seen any of my videos. They've never got to experience anything of my channel. So, but the way it is, can't say can't say too much. But I'm pretty tired right now. I can't really. Yeah, I'm yawning and I can't even speak anymore. But hey, um, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll check that on Facebook. Um, leave. I don't know if you could leave a telephone number or. I'll tell you what. You got a pencil pen? Did I give you my telephone number? I may have, but I had to change my number because I was getting some crank phone calls. Let me give you my telephone number. Get something to write with. Let me know when you get ready to write. I'll give you my number. I could check your blood sugar too. I got a meter to test blood sugar. That's another thing I can do. Figure out where your blood sugar. So you don't know. Here's the thing: when you eat something, an easy way to do this is to go buy a cheap blood meter at Walmart. Get the cheapest one they sell and check your blood sugar. Here's how you do it. Try to stay away from carbs as much as possible. Don't drink soda pop. Anything with sugar, stay away from it. Um, the substitutes are bad for you too. Um, I'll try to drink straight water with lemon, or water with lemon, or tea with lemon, something like that. And it's hard to pick any kind of sweetener because they're all bad for you, and it bothers my nerves too when I take on those sweeteners. I get the pins needles sensation in my foot, which is bad. But yeah, get one of those meters, and when you eat a meal, try to don't eat big portions. Try to do a diabetic kind of thing where you kind of spread out some snacks, but you eat one big. Your biggest meal should be the morning, but like I said, you still want to keep your portions pretty small, and then just eat more meals throughout the day, but smaller, like a snack, snack type meals. I'm trying to think what else would be good. But anyway, when you eat the meal, you wait 2 hours after you eat the meal, and then you test yourself and see what your blood sugar is, and then that'll kind of give you an indication what's going on. Let's say check it before, so you know what your blood sugar is before you eat the meal, and then wait 2 hours after you eat the meal and check yourself again, and that'll kind of tell you what's spiking your sugar. So it'll kind of give you. Here's what I kind of do. I try to eat salads. Metformin's really bad. I was taking 1,000 megs. I stopped taking the metformin just to do the insulin because the insulin's healthier than the metformin can do. I don't know. They say it harms your kidneys and stuff like that. But I take a high blood pressure pill, which protects protects a lot of things in my body. Protects my kidneys too. So it's important to take that high blood pressure medication. My friend was not, and he passed away. He wasn't taking his high blood pressure. He was complaining of pains in his kidneys, and that's true because if you're not taking your blood pressure medications, your kidneys aren't being protected, and he started to feel the effects of that, and then he died right after that. Literally a week after they found him dead, and sad. We lost a good friend. He loved doing this kind of camping too. He really wanted to do what we were doing, and he never got to get to that point. So kind of sad. Oh man, you're tight. Oxycodone, but that's some addicting. That's an addicting pill, there. That's what they talk about. That's a very addictive pill right there. Is what they talk about on the news. Let's see. If you're sleepy, go ahead and talk to you. Thanks for. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, if you what you do is you want to come up here sometime, and I'll get with you on that. Write my number down. Let me, because I got a new number. If you got something to write with, get a pen, and I'll give you my number so you give me a call, and I can get you. Okay, you ready? Okay, my number is 480. You got that? Just give me a yes if you got that. 480. You got that? Okay, I won't give you a number then, but all right, I'll just touch base with you on Facebook then. Um, but I'll let you know if in case I can't get you, if I'm having problems with it, I'll get on here and I'll try to. Let me think. I'm pretty sure I got you. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, I'll figure it out. Bad sport vulture 2. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to sleep here. I'm gonna warm it up in here, and I'm gonna crash. So won't be waking up till later this morning, I'm sure. So okay, we'll talk to you later, guy. Thanks for coming on here, man. Okay, I'm gonna close out the video, guy. Okay, I get you. I'm gonna close out. Yeah, I don't want people. I knew I would see if I was gonna do this video. I was gonna delete it right after. I wouldn't even get a chance to even post. But that's okay. I'll be in touch with you. So I'm gonna close out the video. So, all right, guy.